Good morning, Cityside. We hope that you are doing well on this beautiful sunny Sunday. It is a brighter day. It will be a brighter day. However you need brightening, today is the day for you to do so. That's right. Come on. When I close my eyes and think of you and reminisce on all the things you do, I can't imagine my life without you. It's like paradise now. I know that it's real. It's a mystery for someone to give their love just for me. Now I know love sets you free, makes me want to love you more. Said I never knew what I could be so happy, and I never knew I'd be so secure. Because of your love, life has better meaning. It's gonna be a brighter day, brighter day, brighter day, yes. Never thought that I would smile again. Never thought the dark clouds would end. Never thought that I would have a friend that would keep me, never leave me alone. Know that love is everything, the only thing that makes my heart sing. Now I know what real love means. It's everlasting, lasting. I never knew I could be so happy, and I never knew I'd be so secure. Because of your love, life has brand new meaning. Oh, it's gonna be a brighter day, yes. Oh, come on. And I never knew I could be so happy, and I never knew I'd be so secure. Because of your love, life has brand new meaning. Oh, it's gonna be a brighter day, brighter day, brighter day. That's right. Nothing can compare to the joy love brings, an everlasting love affair. Oh, love, my life will never be the same. I found the truth of love is always there. Truth of love is always there. Yeah. Oh, come on. And I never knew I could be so happy, and I never knew I'd be so secure. Because of your love, life has brand new meaning. Oh, it's gonna be a brighter day, 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 brighter, brighter day, brighter day, brighter day, brighter day, oh, brighter day. Said it's gonna be a brighter day, yes, brighter day, 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 brighter day. Brighter day it's gonna be. Thank you. You are welcome to stand if you wish, Cityside. I'm going to stay planted for today for various reasons, but we'll continue to sing my heart out. So I need you to give me some great energy, some claps, because you know this one. Come on. Here we go. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must God was the sun, God is the sun, but God so much more than the earth or the stars. What? Or all of creation. God is creator, all and all, needing us to shine its light as me, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. That's right, city sign. Come on. Command my hands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Come on. Oh, and God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light as me, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. All right, city side.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Haven't heard that for a while. I love that song. Good morning, City Side. Hello, here in the room and online. My name is Connie Hodak. I'm one of your licensed spiritual practitioners. I show up a couple times a month. We really thank you for being with us today, and please consider showing up in the room. If you're nearby, definitely come and see us. We're taking all precautions. We're doing well, and we're spread out, so we would love to have you here. There's nothing like in-person energy. Even though we're all one and we're all connected, there's still something about being here. To follow along our Sunday bulletins, scan the QR code. It's around the room. You'll find it online, being projected online. We invite everyone to spread the word of City Side. Please share us on Livestream, link, check in on Facebook. Let people know you're here. Let people know this is a community and that they're all welcomed. At Cityside, we embrace new thought and wisdom teachings and are affiliated with the Centers of Spiritual Living. We honor all paths and provide a supportive community where you can explore your own spiritual path. Now, Rob Wozniak is holding vigil today for us, back in the corner. It's a meditative state, holding the space for us to transform and have a transformative experience. No matter where you are, we are one, and that is happening. Our December theme is Awakening to the Light in You. And today, Reverend Linda Jackson will share her talk from Get Lit to Namaste. Now, she will explore igniting your passion and your true nature and honoring the light within you and the light within each of us. Now, I'd love to have you all get up and greet each other, say hello. And what do you like best on your Christmas tree, white lights or colored lights? I like white lights. So say hello to someone. If we'll come back together now. I love all the chatting. We'll come back together now and take your seats. Okay, let's do our vision and mission statement. It's in your Sunday bulletin. Let's do this together. Take a breath. We envision an empowered community that is living in a world of unconditional love in action. Our mission is to create safe spaces to explore and deepen our faith, grow in spiritual relationship, and connect with our authentic self. I said self, it's also nature. It works. Okay, I'd like to invite right now Joffrey and Gordon to come up and speak about our pledge team. Come on in.
And we're back.
We're back. Can you just?
Yeah, we're back with a brief update report on the pledge drive that we announced about a month ago, I think.
About so on. So we're not going to go into great detail, but we want you to know that this is the first ever official pledge drive that Cityside has done, and it's really going very, very well. So we are really grateful for everyone that has pledged so far. And we thank all the people who have pledged so far for their commitment to the community. It's very, very clear that this is a very strong and committed community, and we thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you all very much. Yeah, the board set a very ambitious goal for next year, and though our contributions year to date are ahead of where they were last year, year to date, the pledge part of that is, just a portion of the overall contributions, but it does really affirm the level of support that we have from the community, and everything is going in the right direction.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Just wanted to share with you so I've been participating in the spiritual economics class that's going on now, is going to be wrapping up in a couple of weeks. And one thing we've been asked to do is think about, what are our takeaways from this work? And one of the takeaways that's, I think, very clear and very relevant here is that prosperity is really about giving. When we give, we receive. And with regard to this community and our fundraising, it's clear that the giving from this community is going to give back a lot of the things that our goals and intentions. One of them that we know we've talked about quite a bit is finding a way to do a youth and family program. And there are other things like that. But so again, when you give to the community, you receive back from the community in the case, especially a wonderful community like this.
Yeah, and one of the mantras that we often hear in this teaching is the giving of your time, talent, and treasure. And I like that order because it emphasizes the importance of us participating and giving our gifts and our talents. And that's a big part of what's making this community thrive and evolve. The official pledge drive will wrap up at the end of the month, so if you haven't had a chance to make your pledge yet, please do so. And for that membership component that will receive the free subscription to the magazine, please remember to complete the membership form. So when I run that report at the end of the month, you'll be on the list for that free subscription to Science of Mind magazine.
Okay, this was short. That's basically it. If you're in the room and you have questions, Jeffrey and I are both available to talk to your questions, but we thank you so much for your generous support and look forward to a fabulous 2022.
That's wonderful. So exciting. Just the affirmation of community here is just beautiful. I'm so excited to be here. So I'm John Adams. I'm a community member and a practitioner, and I'm doing the reading, our meditation, and our blessing on the service this morning. So just invite you to take in these words from our reading, which is from Stephen Covey's The Great Work of Your Life. But there is one dramatic fact of Jane Goodall's early life that we must examine in depth here. As a child, her gifts were named, celebrated, cherished, and nurtured. Children cannot understand the full import of the gift, capitalize the gift. They can only feel the spirit leap up toward their object of interest, can only feel the delightful energy of fascination and enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is from the root entheos and literally means the God within. So early on, these gifts must be seen and reflected by an intelligence that has such perspective. Trust in the gift must be nurtured by parents, teachers, friends. The moment must not pass by unnoticed. We must be encouraged to identify with our gifts. We rely on others to see our shining eyes. So I just invite you to take this moment now with me and just come into the silence together, where we just celebrate and connect into that life-love source. This is your time. I just invite you to whatever source means to you to step into that space and presence it here and now. So just saying yes to this beautiful love that is. Saying yes to this thing called Source, this thing I call God. You can use whatever word is right for you. And just knowing that this Source is all that is happening and that I am one with it. I just know and affirm my oneness with this eternal, infinite truth. And so, knowing this for myself, I know this for each person present here, each person online, each person experiencing this blessing here and now. And so from this place of oneness, I just say a blessing upon each and every single person here. I just know for each person that they are here today celebrating that light, that love that is within. And I just know from that place of celebration that it expresses itself even more fully and more brightly in each and every single person's life. I just say a blessing upon our own Reverend Linda as she shares her talk with us today. And I just know for her that she steps into this love energy, expressing it fully and just with grace and ease. And I just know that she experiences it as she shares. And just say a blessing and a word of gratitude on all the hearts and hands who make today possible. Our beautiful, beautiful music team, our tech team, our welcome team, our practitioner corps, our ministerial corps. Just so grateful for all these souls who come together to say yes to a deeper, more expansive experience of love in life, love in action, love in Cityside. Just calling it all good, I simply say, and so it is.
So it is. Thank you so much, John. So for the feature today, I'm going to showcase an original song written by one of my dear friends, Anna Montgomery. We went to Western Michigan University for our first year of college, and she has one of my favorite voices of all time. What I love about this song, it's called The Soul of Christmas Time. I know that it was written and inspired by her father's passing. The chorus is, "That's all I need to feel the wonder of my life. That's all I need to feel the soul of Christmas time." Christmas falls on lonesome town. Purple winter's bedding down. Nature lays her dark delight and chills the quiet night. High above the star-topped trees is rising in the moon's reprise a good night kiss thrown to the snow. It moves the earth to glow. That's all I need to feel the wonder of my life. That's all I need to feel the soul of Christmas time. Now rosy faces come to call, scarves and mittens line the hall, and fathers twirl a girl or two while Elvis croons his Christmas blues. twinkling through the noble pine. Constellations flirt and shine. Sugar plums will dance on air when sleep drifts into scenes of lovely winter dreams. That's all I need to feel the wonder of my life. That's all I need to feel the soul of Christmas time. That's all I need to feel the wonder of my life. Oh, that's all I need to feel the soul of Christmas time. That's all I need to feel the wonder of my life.
Couldn't remember which one was mine. Thank you so much. So I don't have to tell you that the last few months we've been in this celebration of a variety of different seasons of light from all different faith traditions. We have Diwali, Festival of Lights, Buddha's Attaining Enlightenment, which is celebrated on December 8th. We have Hanukkah and the Miracle of Light, the rededication of the temple, and then Las Posadas related to Christianity and the Star of David as a guiding light, and our traditional Christmas with Jesus as the light of the world. Kwanzaa honoring the hope that comes through struggle, and even winter solstice with the light of the sun returning and the earth, knowing that the earth will return to come back to life. And of course, others that I'm missing that I'm not even aware of. But at the theme, at the center of all of these is light, is hope, renewal, and rebirth. And I just want to acknowledge that sometimes in the past, when I hear people speak of other traditions that I am not related to or familiar with, that I kind of probably gloss over a little bit. And since we are a community that values diversity and inclusion, since I value diversity and inclusion, I just want to invite us to be intentional, to be inclusive, and to wonder how we might be more inclusive this holiday season. Last week, I was happy to hear Daryl speak about dualism, that win-lose mindset. It's very binary, black, white, right, wrong, vaccine, no vaccine, Democrat, Republican. That environment is based on a competitive model. I win, you lose, I'm right, and you're wrong. And then somewhere along the way, we think that we're evolving and we're taught, well, we have to compromise. And compromise really becomes a lose-lose. No one wins. The bigger idea here is to create a win-win. And not in a sort of perfunctory way, not like a hokey business concept, win-win, but really, truly having a win-win, a good for all. Our parent organization, Centers for Spiritual Living, their global vision is creating a world that works for everyone. So rather than being opposing forces, we're invited to remember that everything is included in God. And more than one thing can be true at the same time. So perhaps solstice is not that the light of the sun had been gone and it's returning, but rather to remind us that the light is always there. Only our relationship to it has changed. We can just open ourselves to consider things newly. And how might we open ourselves? As Daryl invited us last week, to turn on the light switch yourself, to be the light that you seek. And this reminded me of a few weeks ago with Reverend Jackie speaking about the Spiritual Economics book, and she talked about flipping the switch. And the week before that, I shared an idea out of the book that was about the dimmer switch, opening to the flow of good, that fountain of ever-present substance, unlimited source and supply. That's God. That's light. It's always available, and it's not only available for certain people, certain times. It's available to the degree that you open yourself to it. It's operating through you. So, many of you know I have a granddaughter. Her name is Olivia. She's 7 years old. And it's funny because before she was born, I referred to her as Essie. You know, when someone's pregnant that you love and the baby's in utero and you're like, have a nickname for the baby. I called her Esmeralda. And that became shorthand, Essie. And I didn't know until later that Essie means star or light. And I didn't know the incredible light that would shine through her. Yeah, this is what it does to me. Last week, I was with her family, and I was thinking about her, and I said, you know, I'm doing a talk this coming Sunday, and our theme is Awaken to the Light in You. And I said, I wonder if I could just bring you up here and have you just stand here for 15 minutes. Because it would do far more than anything I could speak about. And just after she was born, I shared with a friend the idea of, I think I can use her as a resource state. So a resource state is when you rely on a previous experience of a desired feeling, and you use that to cultivate it in your current experience to sort of generate that same feeling tone. And there are other ways that they use resourcing in psychology, but this is the way I was referring to it. Essentially, my love for her, the love that I feel between us, brings me to this high vibration. And I can use that resource state to cultivate, to feel expanded, to move myself into that state in other areas of my life. And this is powerful in New Thought, because we teach that our beliefs with the most conviction are the ones that manifest the most powerfully. And on one of our play dates, we were drawing together. And I drew this picture. At the top, it says, "How I feel when I see you." And I have all these fireworks coming out of me. And I didn't even have to explain it to her. She knew. She got it. She feels it. She feels it. My heart is so full, it's beyond words, and no words are necessary. And now I know I sound like somebody's grandmother talking about their grandchild. But I just want to comment on the need to bring that down. You see, I had to bring it down because we're not comfortable with feeling that kind of expansion. We had to put a damper on it. And in The Big Leap, Gay Hendricks would call that an upper limit. There's only so much good we can handle. And we start to vibrate too high, we pull ourselves back down to a level that we're more accustomed to or more comfortable with. And why in the world would I need to apologize for feeling so expanded by the love that I feel? I give a lot of credit to her parents for fostering this in a way that I don't think I allowed myself to. As I said, our theme is Awaken to the Light in You. And if you've noticed, there's a graphic of a child holding light and seeing the light, and it's reflected on her, and it's beautiful. It's this pure wonder of a child to be lit up. And in the Urban Dictionary, get lit means to be intoxicated or to be turned up, to be excited, or something is amazing. We get lit. I guess maybe I'm late to the party on that one. But sometimes I want to stop it and I want to bring it down a notch. You know, in a recent conversation, someone said to me, and they were sharing about a child in their life who's being nurtured much the same way that my granddaughter is. And they said, "He's so spoiled. I hope he doesn't have a rude awakening. What's it going to be like when he finds out what the world is really like?" You see, they just have to put a damper on it. It's that dimmer switch, except instead of turning it up, they're turning it down. And my guess is that they weren't allowed to really shine their light, so they're not comfortable with others shining theirs. So I'm wondering, be honest for a moment. Do you ever feel that way? When you see someone really shining, do you allow it to lift you and expand you and you go with it? Or do you judge it, resist it, and sort of think, they're kind of full of themselves. Aren't they a bit too much? In the book by Stephen Cope, The Great Work of Your Life, he talks about the impassioned life of Jane Goodall. Now, Jane Goodall, I'm sure most of you know, but just in case, she shared over 60 years of groundbreaking work with chimpanzees and countless contributions to conservation and science and to honoring all living beings. And so Cope's fascination with Goodall is, how did she wind up with this passionate life? How did she get there? How did she go from being born into an aristocratic family in London to being a fearless champion of chimpanzees in the wild of Africa? And the reasons are layered and complex, but the one distinction he offers, and John shared it in the reading, her gifts were named, celebrated, cherished, and nurtured. So we name it, we speak up about it, we really lift it up, we value it, and we foster it. And he shares from her autobiography, so some of these are his words and some of them are hers. The story of Jean as a 4-year-old little girl. She's with her family on a farm in the English countryside, and she was already drawn to animals and the natural world. And apparently, even at the age of 4, one of her tasks was to collect the eggs from the hens. And she became fascinated with where the eggs came from. And she decided to find out. So after a few unsuccessful attempts in the coop with the hens getting all rattled, she, even at 4, realized that she would have to get into the coop and hide and be quiet in there and wait for the hen to come in. So this is what she did. And she hides in the corner with some hay, waiting for the hens to come in. And eventually, a hen comes in and sits. And she waits. And she waits. Crouched in the corner, hiding, waiting, at 4 years old. Meanwhile, her family is in a panic. According to the book, she's been missing for 4 hours. I'm like, what? The whole house is in search and rescue mode, looking for little Jane. Finally, the hen lays an egg. Jane is thrilled. She comes running out. She's got the egg. She saw where it came from. She's so excited. Her mother sees her and runs to her. And as the story goes, Jane says, she saw the light in my eyes. So this mother didn't scold her. She didn't say, where the heck have you been? She sat down with her. She asked her to tell her the whole story, to share with her her excitement. Now, I don't know about you. I would have been reprimanded at least, if not scolded. And I likely would have reprimanded or scolded my own child because I would have been afraid. But something within her mother knew that this was her light, this was her gift, and she didn't want to squelch it or squash it. Jane says she noticed my shining eyes. Cope goes on to say that children don't understand the gift, and it's not until much later that we're able to identify it within ourselves. And as John shared in the reading, it requires someone seeing it, naming it, reflecting it back to you, honoring it, nurturing it. And I love this idea. He says, with a delightful energy of fascination and enthusiasm, children feel their spirit leap up in enthusiasm on Theos, the God within. Our enthusiasm is the God within us. Why would we put a damper on it? We should be turning that up. So I'm understanding that we must be looking for the gifts in children, and I would dare say we should be looking for the gifts in everyone around us. This speaks to that inclusion. See the gifts in others. See what's unfamiliar to you. See the God in your neighbor. Look for the light in everyone you meet. My granddaughter's favorite dance partner is her father. She choreographs their moves. They've got it all going. This has been a big month for her. She was Little Mermaid in a play last week. She has a ballet recital tomorrow night, and she's in 2 adult performances of the Nutcracker next weekend. Her gift of this love of music, song, and dance has been named, celebrated, cherished, and nurtured. Gay Hendricks, in The Big Leap, talks about these 4 ways of being living in incompetence, competence, excellence, or genius. Now, we're pretty clear when we're in our incompetence, and most of us are pretty good about saying, yeah, I shouldn't be doing this. Get somebody else to take care of this for me. But even in our competence, I know as a small business owner, I shouldn't be doing my bookkeeping, but I do. It's not good. And then our excellence, though, he says this is where it really gets tricky for us. Because in our excellence, people actually acknowledge us. They think we're doing a good job. They want us to keep doing it. But it keeps us from our genius. Our genius is when our eyes are shining, when that light is moving through us, when time stands still. I always like to say when we hear angels singing. So are you keeping yourself in competence or in excellence at the expense of your genius? Or is your light shining? Where is your enthusiasm, your antheos, your God within? Do you have an unconscious commitment to work and struggle, sacrifice? Or do you keep yourself small and safe? Or perhaps you just don't know how to have that much good? Feeling the fullness of Spirit moving through us, being lit, not just for Sundays, not just for class, not just in spiritual practice, but moving through the world this way. This is what I call us to do. Let us be spiritually lit. Light the fire of passion. Cultivate that high vibration. Use your own resource state. Lift yourself into love, creativity, joy. Bring awareness of our gifts. Let us honor the light within ourselves, the God within us. And I believe that in doing so, we will more fully and clearly recognize the God within others. If we are not afraid of our own God expressing, we won't be afraid of anyone else's. I think that this is necessary in the world today. The world requires it. The fact that you're living on the planet at this time means you're called to do something to create connection. This is such a beautiful, simple way to start. Honor the God within and notice the God and honor the God within others. We all know the word Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. The God in me sees the God in you. So let us do the work to get related to the God within, and then get related to the God within others. So I'm going to invite you to turn within. I'm going to read a little something from Marianne Williamson and then move into some practice. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So take a moment. Consider your own enthusiasm, your theos, the God within. If it's helpful, use your own resource state, your own experience of love and expansion that can support you to feel that higher vibration. Allow this to fill you. Cultivate it. You choose how you feel. Remind yourself of the fullness of love. Remember who you are at your essence. Remember the God within. Cultivate this love energy. Get lit with spirit. Feel into your gifts. Feel into the possibilities of life. Turn up the dimmer switch. Turn up the power of your light. Fully share your essence. Allow the God within you to shine. Consider the fireworks I share with Olivia as the generative nature of her gifts, her love, her light expands me. I invite you to practice this with others, honoring the light in others, the light in your neighbors, honoring the traditions of others, to be open and curious, to be inclusive. And in a few moments, when I invite you to open your eyes, I encourage you to make contact with someone next to you or across the room. Allow that shining in your own eyes to connect with the shining in theirs. Acknowledge them, the God within you, acknowledging the God within them. And let us carry this blessing out into the season, into the world, truly being a world that works for everyone. And I affirm that there is expansion, that there is a generative, creative flow of life moving through each one of us, that we are expanding into a full expression of the God within us, and that the world is changed because of it. And I am grateful for this. I call it good. And I invite you to open your eyes and share some namaste.
Let's give Reverend Linda some love. That was beautiful. Tearing the set apart here. Oh, thank you for the reminder to see that light within each of us. And we are made of starlight. When I first discovered that phrase, it just really spoke to me. We are starlight, and we shine. Our very material shines. If you're lucky enough to have that vision where you can see people's auras, we shine, whether you can see it or not. And in the space in between all the cells is light, nothing but love and light. So I'm going to focus on that this week. Find that light and let it shine a little brighter, because I've been in a bit of a funk lately, so need to shine. It's the time to shine. Okay, Cityside is a community-supported organization, and each week we practice conscious giving, which allows us to make this service and other offerings available to you. Now, Gordon and Joffrey spoke about our our pledge drive, and this is the time to commit, for the next year. Every year I commit, and every year I think it's going to be greater and greater and greater, and it is. In some way, it always manifests greater. So this was the time to make that commitment for this coming year, and I pulled it up, and I pulled it out in a big way for this year. So I hope you all join me in seeing that each and every month. For we are here for you as a community. We are here. And this, as long as we have a flow, this economic prosperity and abundant flow, we can be here. We can remain here for you. So I ask you all to do that. And we have several ways to give to Cityside. You can find these by scanning the QR code in your seat. It's the second one. On the screen, you'll see it. The easiest way is to text to give by texting the word GIVE, G-I-V-E, to 312-757-8111. And you can always donate here in person. We have a box right there. I know yesterday some people were saying they want to do things with snail mail still, and that's just as good. So please feel free. If you want to mail something to us, just send us a text, and we'll find a way to do that for you. So please join me in a giving affirmation as we bless these gifts. Right? Okay, breathe. Center yourself with prosperous thoughts. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. And I want you to know that we appreciate these gifts so very, very much. Now I'd like to invite Reverend Amy Daniels up for an announcement.
Thank you, Connie. Reverend Judy couldn't be here this morning because she's just traveling back from California. So she asked me to share a little something about our holiday drive that we just did for My City, My Block, and My Hood. Apparently, this is also part of the Washington Park Chamber of Commerce. The charity is not, but somehow the celebration was all related with the gifts for the kids. And someone plowed down the tree that had been put up in the community. And if you go on to Washington Park Chamber of Commerce, you can read about it. But I think that they're looking for donations. And she also mentioned that My City, My Block, My Hood did not get enough toys for all the demand that there is for the children. So if that is something that speaks to you, you can go to their website, and it shows you how to make a gift for the kids on My City, My Block, by Hood. So we just wanted to share that. I think I'm going to go buy some more toys for them later. I also wanted to personally invite everyone next Sunday. We have our holiday service. It's going to be fun. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be fun. So we hope you'll be here. And on the final Sunday of the month, we have the Burning Bowl. So we hope you can join us for those.
Okay, for further announcements, special thanks to our Sunday team for making this service possible. And Eric, Todd, Keith, and Dom, who are so consistent here, and Greg and Tiffany with their ministry of music, Joffrey, Willie, Rob, John, Ted, Paige, Reverend Linda, and Reverend Amy. Bless you. I love these people. They're good people. And again, join us next week. It's going to be fun. We're already giggling about it. And finally, I would like to give you, let's try this again. Breathe in and breathe out. And finally, if you would like to get prayer following service, John will be offering prayer at the back of the room. If you are joining us online, you can request prayer on our website under the support tab. So please do that. And you know, have fun. Find the light. Look at the Christmas tree lights. Look at the Hanukkah lights. Enjoy the light within you. Love you.
Thank you, Connie. All right, let's stand, everyone. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. What? Thank you. I wanna take this light around the world and I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna take this light around the world. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna take this light around the world and I'm gonna let it shine. What? Let it shine. So let it shine. Oh, I won't let anybody blow it out, 'cause I'm gonna let it shine. I won't let anybody blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. I won't let anybody blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. What? Let it shine. Come on, everybody. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. That's right. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. I said, let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. One more time, everyone say, let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Looking forward to celebrating once again next Sunday. Thanks, everyone.